Right, this is a very exciting time for Crystal Tides, and we're now joined by Billy. How you doing?
Very well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is an exciting time for you, isn't it? This is a few weeks away now from the debut album.
Yeah, stressful, I would say, is the correct word. Not exciting. It is exciting, but stressful.
Yeah.
It's very stressful.
This is... Because I remember we've talked for years now, and we've supported you for years. I remember I always ask about when I first meet him, like, oh, have you ever thought about an album? And you're like, probably not. Like, we don't know, because it's the way the world is now. Like, are albums even relevant anymore? People keep asking, which I still think they are.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys do, because you're releasing one. But like, when did it come into your head so you're like, right, this is now the time for an album?
I think, so me and the guys in the band, we pushed for it probably for a little bit longer than we maybe let on. It was always sort of a bit of a battle with our manager as to when the right time was. And he's probably going to watch this, but he was right. It was always worth waiting for, because we were growing as a band. And I think it is really, really tough to release an album. And they definitely are relevant. They are really, really relevant. But it just is hard when you're trying to grow your profile a bit, releasing smaller bodies of work, EPs, singles. They help keep your traction online going, and they help grow your profile like quicker and quicker to then open up the doors to an album, which is sort of something we found. But now we've written the album and we've started that process. I feel like maybe going forward we'll only ever do albums. I hope, because I think the process of putting together a larger body of work, like loads of songs together, I think is a lot more enjoyable than just doing the 3s and the 4s and just releasing single after single. It's like, it feels like a big milestone.
Yeah. I always think with an album, it's why I love them so much, it's a body of work, it's a cement in time for that band. Like, it's 12 to 14 tracks of like, that was them in that year, like that is who they are. Like, it's your stamp on 2026 toothpaste is your stamp. But it will forever be, that was Crystal Tide's moment, that was that album, that was that, its own life. Yeah,
and it feels strange that it's 2026, because most of it was, it was finished recording in March 2025. So we've been we started writing it maybe back in 2023, 2022. But they do say your first album takes the longest to write, because you write it over however many years. So yeah, it's been a journey of work, and I think, but it still captures what we are, what we're feeling, everything. Every single song on there has got a big story, and everything is really important, which I think was the main message we wanted to get across on this album.
So what tracks have we already heard? Like, what are any of the singles so far from EPs made it onto the album?
So no singles from EPs.
Okay.
It's just singles that we've released so far. We took the bold route of doing 5 singles on this album campaign, which, looking back, maybe next time we might not do 5. But we've got one that comes out on Friday, on the 23rd of Jan, called Better Weather, and that's the last one. But we've had Movies, which was the first single. We've had Sinner, the second. Then we had Down, and then Back to You, and then Better Weather. So yeah, it's been really, really tough choosing which ones. They've changed a lot. I think this last one I'm probably most excited about now, because none of us had really decided what it was going to be, and it was like chopping and changing between 2 songs for ages. Between the band, we was arguing back and forth, it should be this, it should be that, it should be this, it should be that. And then we were like, right, why don't we have a sort of small fan group that do a subscription service with us. We said, why don't we offer them the choice of 3 songs? We'll put the 2 in that we keep arguing about, and then 1 rogue. And
one that none of us like.
One that maybe none of us thought would be the single. And then, sod's law, they all picked the one that the band didn't choose. So it was like, Well, we've been arguing about the wrong two songs for ages. We showed the fans. They've picked this like straight away, and it like we gave them a good few listens, and they were like, yeah, that one definitely. So it's like it's exciting because it's a song for the fans, picked by the fans. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this single.
Yeah, I remember you saying about this at the Christmas party that you did at Casemates.
Yes.
And you said that the fans had picked it, and
Yeah.
it's a great song.
Yeah, thank you.
From the live version.
Yeah.
The other one I really loved was the piano one.
Yes.
That you did.
Yeah.
Ending the album, but I can't remember what it was called.
It's called All I'm Dreaming Of.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. That was really a beautiful track.
Yeah, so that George wrote that. I remember it, again ages ago when we was getting ideas together for the album. He sent me this track on guitar, and it was like I wrote this, and I sort of rang him up, and I was like, "That's by far the best thing you've ever written." And often I don't often say that to him, but I was like, "Look, that is the best thing you've ever written." And I was learning piano at the time, so I went home and I was like, "Why don't we try it on piano?" And I changed the chords from guitar to piano, and I sort of sent it back to him, and then from that, me and him were just sort of like bouncing ideas off each other, and was like, and then we sort of got to that. And at one point, that was going to be a single, but we changed our mind with that one as well, because I think we wanted to get the high energy through. Like, but again, it went down really well live at that Christmas party, and obviously we're going to play it at the album launch on the 6th of Feb. And then we're going to see how that goes. And if it goes down well in a bigger room of people, then we might take it out on tour.
So 6th of Feb, obviously it's the Thursday, isn't it?
It's Friday.
Friday.
It's the day of the release.
Day of the release.
The secret album show that we're not allowed to tell people the venue of.
Even though I think we could work out the venue. In Portsmouth.
Wink. At 450 capacity. Yeah, no...
Does it rhyme with Edgewood?
I think it's Bledge Blood Blooms.
Bledge Blood Blooms.
But yeah, no, really looking forward to that. I think there's like 20 vinyl tickets left. We found out today, actually. So yeah, really, it's going to sell out. It's going to be a really, really good show. A different sort of show for us as well, because I think we're so used to sort of giving the fans the songs that like they know and like they all sing along and dance along to, whereas this is a bit like we're gonna play the album in full on the first set, front to back, just start to finish, how it's mapped out. Hopefully everyone spent the whole day listening to it. Fingers crossed. And then we're going to come off for 10 minutes, have like a breather backstage, come on, and then we're going to just play a whole nother set of just banger after banger. Yeah. So it's going to be a really fun night.
It's a unique night.
Yeah, I think so. I like, in my head it's like, this is going to be really cool. And then every time we practice, I'm like, I'm going to have to sing for like 2.5 hours straight. This is going to absolutely shred my voice, but I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. Like, I can't wait.
See, and the other thing that links in with the show and that you said about the vinyl ticket is one of the things you're trying to do with this album is you want to become the first Portsmouth band, independent band, to break the top 40.
Yes. Yeah. Scary.
It's a bold move.
It is. I think, it was all part of the campaign. I think that was one of the other things as well. When we sort of set out to record an album and release an album, we were like, right, we want a challenge alongside it. We want to like push ourselves. We want to drive ourselves to actually creating a bit of history here with Portsmouth music. And I feel like it's achievable. We're on the right tracks. It's definitely hard work, a lot harder work than maybe we initially thought. But it's going well, and as long as we keep selling, and we've got the show, we have a week after release to keep selling, so we can fight. Like, we have our cut-off point on the Thursday before the 13th, so the 12th of Feb. That's our like final day, and then after that, it's like we just have to wait and see what happens on the Friday to see whether we got it or not. But yeah, it's a huge step. And originally we thought we'd be the first band from Portsmouth to be in the charts, but we then found out actually there's been some bands that have been signed to like some huge major labels. I think the band Cranes, because we posted it on Facebook and some guy went absolutely berserk at us. And we were like, we're just trying to make some history for local independent Portsmouth music. And he was like, this is the problem with Portsmouth music nowadays. You don't know your history. And we're like, oh, goodness, sorry. So, yeah, hopefully we get a top 40 just for that man, just so we can rub it in. But, yeah, I know Cranes, they got 39, I think, in the top 40 chart. But, again, signed to a massive, massive major label. Otherwise, I think it was Joe Jackson Band, and again, signed to a massive, massive major label. So we're doing it completely independently, funding it ourselves, and it's
that's a scary thing.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, it is. It's been tough. It's been really tough, but it's like it's all part of the process. I think we've built ourselves to be this independent band and an independent outfit. We're building like as a business, as a band, and it grows and grows and grows. And the good thing is people keep supporting us, keep coming to gigs, keep like buying merch, and it allows us to be able to take risks like this.
Yeah, which that's the main thing that's changed with music over the years, is just the way that obviously the chart works. And so like a physical, CD, vinyl, tape you've got as well, haven't you?
Yep.
They count for more than streaming.
Oh, 100%.
So that's where it really does actually count now for people getting involved in picking up and buying, a vinyl, a CD, or, whatever, or a download as well. Like they all count for more than streams.
Yeah. Well, it's streaming. I think it's like 100 or 1,000 streams for a song counts as one sale.
Yeah, it's 1,000, I think.
Yeah, which is crazy. So we've got a 10-track album, so it has to be streamed 10,000 times to count as one sale. Or we can sell a cassette for £8 and that counts as one sale, which then goes so much further for us. And 10,000 streams is a lot just to get that one sale. So yeah, the physical element of it, the physical aspect, it goes so much further for us. Well, for all independent bands, really. Yeah. Which is what we're finding now, which is why we're bringing out 52 million different vinyl variants.
But this is the way to do it. Like over the last few years, there's so many bands that they've done campaigns. Quite a few have done campaigns to get to like a number one or whatever. Like the Lottery Winners is a big one. The last couple of albums they've had it gone to number one, and it's through the physical sales, the doing shows where the entry is a CD, which it helps tick it off, and they're not on a major label, like they've so like it's helping those bands out. I know Pet Needs, they got to 17 when they did their campaign to get into the charts. Like it is possible, but it's so hard.
Oh yeah.
And like I know all these bands that have done it, and they're like, as soon as it's done, they're like just like the relief just going, it's done now, like I can breathe.
I think as well, you become insufferable to people, because all I've been doing for weeks is just asking people to buy our album, and they like,
have you bought it?
Have you got it yet? But even my wife's family at Christmas, they were like, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, just buy our album. I don't want anything, just buy our album and help us get some sales. Like that would be great. So yeah, things like that. And people must just be like, oh, for God's sake, stop talking about this blooming album. But as soon as the 6th of Feb's, well, I say that, as soon as the 12th of Feb's done and we can breathe, hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, we're doing really, really well. And everyone we've spoken to so far is like, considering our size as a band, they're like, you're doing really well. Like what you sold already, the campaign you're running, it's really good. And they're all like, you should be really proud of yourselves. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not proud yet. Not unless I get that top 40. And I'll be absolutely crushed if I don't get it, because we've put in so much effort to do it. Obviously, I'll be happy the album's out and I'll be grateful for everyone that's bought it. But it's tough when you set your goal on something, like, and you really, really fight for it for a very, very long period of time. Like you want to achieve it. You want to achieve it. So that's where my head's at with it, really. At the moment.
Well, but I completely get it though, because you do invest. Like you said, you started recording this a couple of years ago. This is so much of your life.
Yeah.
And being in an independent band often means you're working other jobs alongside because bands don't pay. Like
No.
being in a band doesn't.
No,
It's
they
not the
take. It takes.
Yes, it's not the life of luxury that it once was.
Absolutely not.
So like, you work so hard to get to this point. Like you've put so much. I know so many people put so much on hold because the band becomes their life. And like, lucky you've got supportive people around you who kind of accept the fact that this is what he does. Like, we need to. But like, it is your life. When you're on the road and all of that. It just takes up everything. So when you've got this like moment, I can see why you're like, this is several years of my life.
Yeah, literally.
Like, this one CD, just buy it because it's my life.
It is, and it's a really good point. I suppose in my head, I've never ever released an album. Like I've done musical projects sort of throughout my life since I was 13. Always wanted to release like an album that's sort of my body of work. And never done it because projects never been big enough or like work to do it. And now it's like it's amounted to this, and it's so years and years of my life of playing music. Everything has sort of led to this moment, or it's leading to this moment. So it's sort of very, very exciting, very, very terrifying, but good. Like it's good to feel.
Yeah.
And it will I suppose all of these feelings will come out in the next album. Whether it's a happy one or a sad one.
Depends on the number.
Exactly that, yeah.
As long as it's not 41.
Yeah, that would be really, really, that would be painful.
So with the songs that we've not heard so far, what one are you most excited for people to hear?
It's tough. I mean, my favourite song on the album personally is Toothpaste, the title track. It means a lot to me. It's got a big story behind it. It's very, very special to me, and I think partly why I like it so much is because it's like a real outlet of my emotions of a very, very difficult time I went through my life. So I'm excited for people to hear that more so once they've heard the story about as to why I wrote it. And then I don't know really. There's a song on there called Homesick, which we were practicing last night, which is really cool. And again, it was going to be a single at one point, and I was I was gutted it wasn't. And we were practicing it last night, and I was just like, this song's really cool, and I feel like it's going to be, people are going to really, really dig it. Like people are going to really, really like it. So I hope so anyway. Yeah. But yeah, they're all like, I'm just excited to sort of see what people's reactions are to different songs, because when you record something, like I would get caught up in what I think my favourite song is, and then I show people and they're like, yeah, I'm not really that fussed on that one, I really like this one. And I'm like, I don't really like that one. So it's like, it's nice to just sort of see what other people think about it, and it's always great when we actually start to get to playing it live, because then that's how we gauge our true reaction on it. We've had it before where we have recorded songs, listened to them for a bit, and we're like, not actually that fussed on that. And then played them live like a few years down the line, and everyone's singing it, and you're like, how have we been sleeping on this song?
I can't. There was somebody I interviewed before, and they said like, we were going to throw this song away, and then we played it, and like it was like one of their biggest singles. I can't remember what the band was, but I was like, we were like, we'll just see what it does, and they're like, oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Those moments are like really, really cool. I think for the big one for us, Detonate, we released it, I don't know, 2 years ago now, and we played it in London on our last London tour date at Lafayette. And throughout the tour, I was a bit like, I didn't really want the song in our set. I wasn't that fussed about it, and I was a bit like, and we played this song, and like there's a part in it where it sort of drops down low, and the whole crowd just like sung it, and there was like 600 people in the room just like screaming the lyrics back, and all of the band were just like, what is going on? Like, this is mental. And I've got a video on it on my phone, and I've watched it a couple of times back since, and I'm like, that's the best song ever. And I used to be like, oh, I hate that song. So it really does change. So I'm excited to see what happens with the album tracks. So once they're out, like the piano track, for example, are we going to play it live? Is everyone going to absolutely love it? And is it then going to have to become a staple in our set? We're going to start having to carry a piano around with us all the time. You never know.
Where do you put a piano song? Where do you dip?
I know.
Where do you dip the moves?
Where do you do it? I mean, in an hour headline set, there's always room for a mood dipper.
Yeah.
But a 30-minute banger, like imagine at a festival, you got 30 minutes, you're like, just going to get the piano out and hand out loads of tissues for everyone to cry into.
Yeah. I was obviously talking about live. You've got the tour coming up.
Yep.
It's doing all right, isn't it?
Yeah, really good.
So when is that's the
March the 19th it starts. So again, at the moment, I think all the focus is going into
the album,
pushing the album.
Yeah.
But then we have a good 2 months after the album, or a month and a half after the album, to just really drive up those sort of last sales. But I mean, it's doing really, really well so far. Like, it's always scary. Bands, we don't know any other bands from Portsmouth that go on tour. Like, I couldn't name one, like a touring band from Portsmouth that go on headline runs around the country and sort of shift tickets. And when I sort of see that we are doing it, in my head I'm like, no, these people haven't bought tickets to see us. There must be someone else playing on the bill. And then I'm like, we haven't even announced our supports yet. So it's crazy to know that our band from Portsmouth has reached some of those destinations.
Yeah.
I mean, like Nottingham, I think it's a 220 cap venue. We've got like 20 tickets left, and we haven't announced supports. London is absolutely flying. It's a massive venue, Electric Ballroom.
Yep.
And again, there's barely any tickets left for that. So it's like we're selling good numbers in different cities, which I think for me, as a when I was a young musician, way back when, it was always a dream of mine to be able to sell tickets in another city. And then when we I still remember to this day, I always used to say to our manager, Fitz, like when we went on our first tour, like a little support run with a small band, I just was like, all I want to do is be able to sell at least 30 tickets in every other city we play in.
Yeah.
And we're way past that. And now if we only sell 30 tickets, Fitz is screaming at me down the phone, telling me off. So yeah, I think it's I love the touring thing is a massive part of Crystal Tides. Our live show is where we thrive. That's sort of where we meet people, we talk to people. We're not so good at the online stuff, but we have a go. But we pride we pride ourselves in that live show, being there, being present, talking to fans after. We always make the effort to come out after we play, have conversations with people, talk to them about what they like, what they enjoyed in the set. It's like that for us is like, that's our bread and butter. That's what we want to do, like all day, every day.
For me, the lifeblood of a band should be that live.
100%.
Like, I love a good album, and I love recording. Like, I love sitting in a room playing around with different effects and different recording techniques. But seeing a band live and pulling it off live, like, there's nothing like that.
Yeah. When you see them actually, like, you hear that record and you're like, oh, this is awesome, and then you watch them and you're like, oh, this is awesome. This is really good. And yeah, like, I think that live is everything. Yeah. I always try a lot, where we obviously tour a lot and we meet a lot of other bands and we play a lot of festivals and stuff. I'll always, like, if I've heard good things about a band and I know we're playing with them, I will sort of wait to listen to them until I've seen them live, and I gauge them on their live performance before I gauge them on their recorded performance. Because I think nowadays in modern technology, you can make a lot of stuff sound really, really good. And we've there's a lot of very high profile pop artists and indie artists and rock artists that are maybe not so good live, but recorded very, very good. But I just think it should always be the other way around. It should always be like, master your craft, be really, really good live, and then the recording, that's like a secondary. Yeah. So.
Yeah, like you said, there's so much you can do nowadays in the studio to make things better than what they are, but like organically you can't do that live.
No.
It's very difficult
Yeah,
unless you just play everything on a backing track.
Yeah.
Some people do.
So a lot of bands do, yeah.
And it works for them, but for me, yeah, I love seeing a bunch of people running around on stage, you know, throwing guitars around, jumping around, like it just, yeah, that, you know, I've been going to gigs for 20 plus years, like it's just, I love it. So yeah, this is just a really cool time. Like I said, we've been supporting you since like day one, since, you know, and it's just so cool to see like every step, every time we've met up, there's always been something incremental that's happened.
Yeah.
And it's nice when you're able to keep going, because so many bands that haven't. There's so many bands I've loved in the local scene that, you know, they can't make it work, you know. Independent, it's a financial burden.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so many people have to stop because they just can't make it. And I love the fact that you've been able to make it work, and you're getting to this point where if you can get into that top 40, hopefully that opens up the conversation nationally, you know, and people start taking notice, and then that puts you onto that next little springboard, you know, to that another incremental step. And so it's just awesome to have seen this go the way it is, and I really hope you can break that top 40. Just go get a copy.
Please.
A tape, a CD. You know, who's got a tape player? Except me, I still actually do have a tape player. Doesn't work, but
that's a shame.
I've got a big old hi-fi, the tape doesn't work, but I've got one.
There we go.
So yeah, just do it. And then we got the tour, then obviously you're playing Victorious as well. Like this, I really hope, I know I've said this every time, I really hope this is your year. But but with the album coming out and the tour, it's looking up. Like I really hope that this is Crystal Tide's year.
Thank you. I hope so too. And we did our first gig the other day, and we came off stage and spoke to a few of the guys that were in the crowd, and they said the same thing. And I was like, it is going to be our year. It is. Yeah. And we'll make it our year regardless. We've already got a really stacked out year up until the end of summer. We got this massive tour. We got loads of festivals, and hopefully we're going to get a few more. Like it's looking like a really, really strong year for us. So yeah, we are. Here we are. We're going for it. We're having it this year. 2026, Crystal Tides.
Toothpaste.
Yes.
Thank you.
Cheers.